Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Miners ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work first. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks.
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's talk for a second about Houston. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Otis. Right on the money. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got enough for the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Otis. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UTEP's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UTEP.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davis. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Miners send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know.
Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. He's up to 51 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get us...
And to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
At the 45 on its way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Miners getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miners. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
That's caught. It's Butler. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to...
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Lost the fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Miners want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
To the ground with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that...
There he goes! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He has 60 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Looking to pass. It's Otis. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Got his man. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 28 over Temple. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the ground game. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Miners line up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Leads it with the back. And some room to work. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He makes the grab. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw. It's Otis. Back open in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Miners are on the move. That's caught. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Zings it complete to the right.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Otis. They're setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. First down here for the offense.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him at the 42, and they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to make magic, turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it down the left. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
On the ground, it's Stewart. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Miners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to pound their way in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Just a short pass to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Miners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Rainey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's raining. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Miners are flying down the field. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Miners will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Let's talk for a second about Houston. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get.
Brings into the open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense set for a first down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Right back to the well. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Man, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.